Okay, day one, Rashica Hill and Lake Zbilja. From the city center, you take the number 8 bus and you go to Rashica Hill. And from there, you can see 90 kilometers into distance and 25,000 square kilometer large area, which is 5,000 more than the entire Slovenia. This is a very cool place, Rashica. You can go in the early afternoon, have lunch there. They have traditional foods up on top of the hill. And then when you're finished, when you go back to the main road, here you take the number 25 bus. These are all city buses. And you visit the river Lake Zbilja for a swim. And then back to the city center with the same bus, 25. So 25 bus and 8 bus. That's day one. Day two is good. Oh yeah, let me just explain to you. So this is the best thing that you can do the first day, because from Rashica Hill you can actually see which things you are going to see in the following days. Okay, so day two, city center by day, and the castle of Ljubljana, and then the city center at night. This is the best way. Like, let's say if you stay in the hostel in the city center, that's the best way to do this. So in the early afternoon, you take a walk around the city center, and then have some lunch, and then go visit the castle in the late afternoon. And then when you come back from the castle, you can also do the city center at night, which has a really nice vibe, and you would be, sad if you didn't do it. So that's day two. Day three, river run on the Sava River. This, you need a water float that you can buy for 25 euros, and then you basically inflate it. Or if you have a sup, that could also work too. But a round water float that looks like a donut is the best. So you take the number 6 bus, yes, or number 11 bus. And oh no, I got it wrong, I'm sorry. So you take the number 2 bus, the number 7 bus, the number 12 bus, or the number 27 bus. Yes, and you go into direction of Nove Arše. And you can go down basically at the end of this area. This is the highway around the city. So basically this is the last stop for the number 2 and 7 bus, and the number 12 bus has a station a little bit further and nearer to the river, so you can do also this. But the number 27 bus stops one station before, so you can walk. I mean, you have to walk more. Anyway, and then you take these buses and you get to the river Sava, and you get to a place called Sava Shintyakov. Yes, it's written down here. You get to a place called Sava Shintyakov. Now I printed out this Google Maps thing. So this is the highway that I was talking about, and this is the main road that you come to with the bus. The number 12 bus stops also here, and these are the last stops for the 2 and 7. And it's not far to reach the river. So when you reach the river, Sava Shintyakov, the rapids, you can walk next to the river. And if you have like extra shoes for the water, you can visit this island, which is really beautiful. Also, this stream during the summertime is really low, so you can walk inside the river, and you can see the blue bird kingfisher if you're lucky, and lots of other animals. And this is a cool place for swimming, for lots of barbecues, let's say, lots of different things. Anyway, at the end of this island, you can go out. Also, you let's say that you walked on this side of the island and not this side of the island. You can walk out of the river here, and you take this path alongside the river to reach the animal farm. and the barbecue place, but this is payable. And also, when you follow this river upstream, you have to reach Ježica if you want to go for a river run. Now, let me just explain to you. So yeah, so you have to go. Ježica is right here, and at oh yeah, I wanted to explain something else. They also have disc golf and beach volley place, but as soon as you hit the Ježica river beach, you can start your descent on the river itself, and you have like 5 kilometers on the river. Just before the rapids, those big rapids, you have to go out. There's a beach here. You go out, and then you take the buses back to the city center. Or if you're not in the mood, you can take the number 6 or 11 bus from the city center directly to Ježica, and then just take the the river run on the river. And this is the only bridge that you go under, and you have to take the right side of the river. Okay, so that's day 3. Day 4, we have Gorge Peko, or Hell in translation, and then Sveta Ana Hill for the view, and then a lake at Potpeć. So let me explain how this day trip is the best to do. The best to do is to take 2 bicycles and take the train to Borovnica. Yes. And then you bicycle your way to the Gorge Peko, where they have like 6 or 7 different waterfalls, and they're named with numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think it's the best that you see just the number 1, 2, and 3, and then go back with the bicycle. Also, when you reach Borovnica, they have a very nice monument here. Also very cool. Then you go back with the bicycle until you reach Potpeć, and overseeing Potpeć is the Sveta Ana Hill, and you have a very nice view from the southern side. And then in this area you have the lake, the natural lake Jezero, and it's only about 100 meters wide, but it's 50 meters deep, and it's very cool. And then basically you take the bicycle back to the city center, and from here to the city center, I think it's like 25 kilometers. So you take the train and then 25 kilometers on a bicycle. That shouldn't be like too much. It's only about 1 hour. So that's day 4. Day 5. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Park Tivoli, not part. Oh, man. Park Tivoli, ski jumping area, zoo, and Toshkočelo. Okay. So this is day, I don't know which day it is. Anyway, Park Tivoli is here. So you can basically walk to Park Tivoli. And then in this park, you can also see the ski jumping place. And also, if you prolong your walk, you can reach the zoo. And from the zoo, you can go to Toshkočelo Hill a little bit. Let's see if it's on the map. Anyway, it's here. When you cross the highway, it's here. And you go basically to Toshkočelo. It's not on the map, but it's a hill. And this is best for if you have a skateboard, because you can take the skateboard down that asphalt road back to the base of the hill, and then you take the number 5 bus if you're tired back to the city center. Okay, so the next day, because you're so tired because you spent already like 4 or 5 days in Ljubljana, you have a party at Katisark pub and Metelkova. Katisark pub is in the center of the town, and Metelkova it's a little away from the center, about a kilometer, but it's an alternative place. And basically, when you finish the day 4, you can do the partying thing, and then just spend day 5, resting. Okay, so next day trip. We have Golovets Hill, and you reach the Orle viewing tower. And then from there, you go to Chernavas to the UNESCO World Heritage Church site. And then you sup back on the river with to a place called Spica. So let me explain to you. So from the city center, you can walk. Also, you can walk on the Golovets Hill, and basically you start climbing like really really steep, and then you have like more of a up and down, up and down, up and down, kind of low elevation changes. Kind of a it's a nice walk. Just trust me. And you go to Orle. You can have lunch there. They have like a restaurant, and then when you come back down, you take the number 3 bus a little bit back to the city center, and then you take you can rent also. You can rent the sub, and you take the 19I bus. You take the 19I bus. Yes, it's I think yes, it's here, 19I bus, and you go to a place called Chernovas, or is it 19B? Oh, I'm sorry, it's 19B. Yes, it's 19B, and you go to Chernovas. Yes, and this is the UNESCO World Heritage Site Church, and then from here you can sub back on Ljubljanica River to a place called Spica, which is in the city center, and this is how you end your day. Okay, so the next day we have Gorge Išgyvindgar, and then we follow the streams Zala and Ishka, and we reach the lake Rakitna. Okay, so let me explain to you. You take the 19I bus from the city center on this long road, and you reach Ishkavas. From here, you walk to the Išgyvindgar Gorge, which is a gorge with tiny pools. So you can like swim in them, and the water is really clean because it comes from the canyon. There are no farms, no pesticides. In some, hilltops, you can even drink the water. And then you follow the the Ishka stream. You follow the Ishka stream. Just a second. I'm a little bit lost. Yeah, you follow the Ishka stream, where the two streams meet. With Zala, and then you basically go to Rakitna hilltop, which has an artificial lake, and you can swim. And then from there you take the 44 bus, which goes the other way on this side, back to the city center. Okay, so the next day, I think this is already in day 9 or something. We're also going to use the train. So, or you can because like I said, because it's such a small town, you can. Have I said that? Anyway, it's a small town. It's one of the smallest capital cities. It's basically just 10 kilometers wide, and you can use bicycles, for all these surrounding areas. But we're gonna use the train because most of the people don't have so much recreation capabilities, or if you're like older or something. So you also take the train and you go to Kamnik, and you put two, like if you're a couple, you put 2 bicycles on him, and you go to see what did I write? Arboretum, yeah, Arboretum, or yeah, it's here, Voci Potok, yes, or Voci. It's called Arboretum Voci Potok. This place is cool because they have like different trees from all over the world and different plants, and it's a park, and it's lakes, and it's perfect for for families, for walking. I think I saw a sequoia, which is well known in California. They grow up like 100 meters into height. So yeah, my English is not that good. I'm sorry. And then you take the bicycle ride up the Kamniška Bistrica stream to reach to reach the source of Kameniška Bistrica. And also I think there's a little waterfall right here. And this is very clean water. It's a little bit cold, but very clean because it's in the mountain area. And then you basically just take the bicycle down back to Kamnik, and you take the train, or basically you can also ride the bicycle back to the city center. Now, for the last day, I have two options. I have a 35-kilometer walk around the city on the path of brotherhood and unity, or Pot spominov in tovarištva, as it's said in Slovenian language. Now, this is in the beginning of May, and it's a celebration because during World War II, there was a barbed wire that the Italian army put around the city. And then every year, local people go on this 35-kilometer walk. And if you come in May, I think it's the first weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think it's Saturday after 8th of May. Just a second. 8th of May, which is basically the World War II ending. So you can do this, or you can check out where the three rivers meet: the Kameniška Bistrica, which you already see, the Ljubljanica, which you already used for this with the sup, and the big Sava River that you also floated. And there's a little beach here at Dol pri Ljubljani, Dol at Ljubljana. It's like 300 kilometers wide, stony beach next to the river. And then also you have at Podgrad, you have a hill that you can visit. It has an amazing view to Ljubljana. So you can spend like the 10th day like this. So we have like what did we do? I'm sorry. So we had like views from Podgrad, from Orlev, from the castle Ljubljana, from Rešica, from Sveta Ana. And we had two rivers, and we had three lakes and two gorges. And this is, in my opinion, the best way to spend your time in Ljubljana, because I think Ljubljana is a little bit, how should I put this? I think, I'm going to put it like this. I think that 20%, I think that visitors only get 20% of Ljubljana's full potential. And if you come for 14 days, you can then just add trips to the coastline, to the sea, or to the highest mountain of Slovenia and the third highest mountain in the Balkan Peninsula, Triglav, which is very nice to see. And then you have like the caves of also Postojna, the caves of Postojna, and Lake Bled, which is, for me, it's a little bit overrated. Anyway, and let me just say that the west side of the country is a little bit more interesting than the east side, unfortunately. But like I said, I think that I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, or better yet, on these video platforms, and all foreigners that are doing videos are missing out on a lot of things. Let me just explain to you one thing that they miss out on. When you cross this bridge on the south, this is Ježica, like I told you, from where you take the river run on the water float. There's a railway bridge next to the ordinary bridge, and there are local people who are using ropes, and swinging into the river. And I saw this one guy who brought some ropes that are used in gymnastics, those two that you grab with your hands, and he did a double flip. So Ljubljana is cool. Ljubljana is cool.